Okay, first of all, I want to thank you that you agreed for me to conduct this interview, especially because this is first of all for Russian wrestling fans.
Right.
It's not like for anybody.
Right.
It's mainly for our website.
Right.
And my first question is, we know that it was a long period of time between your previous movie and this new one, and you mentioned that this story in some way symbolizes your personal comeback as a strong person.
Yeah.
Okay, and in these circumstances, was this movie just like another any movie for you, meaning that you played the role that was offered to you at some point of time, or and it will be like another story with any kind of very strong character? It was a really special role for you because of
it was a very special role because I didn't have a wrestling background, I had a boxing background, and I didn't know anything about wrestling. And so it was very hard because for 8 months I had to train. You know, it took me like 8 months to put the size on, and then it took me, you know, another 4 months to learn how to wrestle. You know, everybody say because I'm an athlete, it come easy, but it don't come easy.
Yeah, sure, of course. 4 months actually is not a very long time.
No, and so I ended up in the hospital 3 times, and on my neck, my spine, and my leg.
So all these injuries happened to you in the ring?
In the wrestling training, yes.
Yeah,
and then I go, wow, the wrestling, you really get fucking hurt, even though it's a controlled sport and you know the outcome. But somebody pick you up and throw you down, and I don't know how to flop, you know, you know. So I land like a brick, and every day I would get hurt. You know, I walk around like every day for 8 months, go to work, really a lot of pain.
So now you're fully recovered?
Except the knee.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I got the same problem actually. Okay, and after this movie, have you had like more interesting for wrestling?
Very much.
Do you observe some show
I watch
after
it
that?
now, and I become very good friends with Roddy Piper and Ric Flair, and we're very close. We're going to meet them because Rick is going to come out of retirement and fight Jericho.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So I think initially it was supposed to be you.
It was supposed to be me, but my agent, they don't let me do it. I want to do it. Believe me, yeah.
I see.
And then now, because
And WWE
Jericho and I have a little trouble talking, you know?
Yes.
So Ric Flair said, I'm coming back to take care of it. So now it's very personal, you know?
It would be very.
It's going to be very interesting in Houston,
Such retirement.
Yeah.
Okay, and so after that you like feel yourself as a
Now,
part of the
because
industry.
they're one of the boys, you know. They said to me after they saw the movie, they said, brother, you're one of us. You really, the movie, the portrayal you made us look good, feel good. You made us think about some parts of our life, not all our life, but different moments in our life.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. Okay, so you met a lot
Did you
of...
see the movie yet?
Yeah, yes, I have,
yeah.
I have, of course.
Yeah.
You met a lot of wrestlers from ROH and CCW through working on the movie, right?
Yes.
And so, have your opinion about wrestlers change, and if there are any like common sides of personalities among wrestlers?
Well, you know what I enjoy, I think, the most about my introduction into the wrestling world is it's different than the boxing because there's a camaraderie. What I notice with the wrestlers is they're friends with each other. You know, they help each other out. You know, they drive, they help give the gas money, they eat together, they take the steroid together, they fuck the woman together. It's like a brotherhood. It's like bikers, you know? There's a strong camaraderie and I think loyalty to each other because it is a sport that you have to trust the other person.
I see.
So it's a sport that's all about trust.
So you didn't see like many assholes among them?
No, everybody who worked on the movie was great. Yeah, really great.
Okay, that's great. Okay, and yesterday I saw your interview for Channel 1 of Russia.
Yeah.
Okay, and when you were asked something about the difference between boxing and wrestling, you said, or maybe you were just being translated as said, that boxing is real, but the wrestling is some sort of playing a fool or so.
Well,
so
no.
what exactly have you said on that?
What I said is that the boxing is real, where the wrestling is more entertainment.
Yes.
I say you have to be a highly developed athlete, but still it's entertainment. It's not like life and death like the boxing.
Sure.
Darren Aronofsky said it's almost like a circus entertainment.
Yes.
You know, somebody who go high up on the wire, if you fall off the wire, you're going to get hurt. With the wrestling, if you land the wrong way, you're going to get hurt. Look at the guy who's in the wheelchair now, Lex Luger.
Yes.
You know, many, or you look at the Iron Sheik, how he walking around there. A lot of wrestlers at the end of their career, you know.
Yeah, basically, they give everything they give.
But it's a sport where I respect very much the wrestler as an athlete. You know, it is different than boxing in a certain kind of way.
Sure. So, yes, as you said, we are not going to disagree that in wrestling the outcome is scripted and many moves requires both them to cooperate,
right.
but at the same time moves are
Well, that's
real.
where the trust comes in. But yeah, you listen, I got just as much hurt in wrestling as I did boxing.
Yeah,
in
sure.
15 years of boxing, you know.
I understand. Yeah, that's basically you like anticipate my question.
You
because,
have to be a highly trained athlete to be a wrestler, and I have a newfound respect for wrestling as a sport.
I understand.
Because I knew nothing about it before.
I understand that. So how do you place wrestling among other sports in terms of physical challenge? I mean,
it's very difficult because, you know, I would remember how I would get tired, I would gas.
Yes.
You know, and I go, fuck, I thought I was in shape, and then it's, you know, when I do my exercise, running the ropes.
Oh yeah, it takes a lot of endurance.
And the guys say, wow, you keep going, 4 minutes, you got to do 4 minutes.
Oh really? Non-stop?
Yeah, non-stop, 4 minutes. You know, we do it 10 times, 10 rounds, 10 times, 4 minutes.
How old are you now?
Yeah, I'm not going to tell you.
Okay.
Too old to do that shit.
So, sorry. Okay, so do you plan to appear on any WWE shows?
I'm going to go to Houston. When's Houston, Danielle?
April 4th.
April 4th. I'm going to go see. I'm going to be with Roddy Piper, Ric Flair, and Jericho will be there.
So you mean you will be on WrestleMania itself? Like
No, I'm not going to be on it, but you might see me.
Okay.
I'm not going to tell you.
We will look forward.
Something might happen.
Okay.
Okay.
And so, do you think that wrestling is a unique part of American mass culture, or do you think it may fit in other countries
I think
as
it
well?
could fit in other cultures. But everybody needs somebody like Vince McMahon. You need somebody here. You need a godfather.
Very creative.
You need a godfather to orchestrate it, because I think the people here, they love sport. This is a great nation for sport. You look at the Olympic, the Russian, you know, at one period of time they win everything. You know, any sport they concentrate on, gymnastics, boxing, you know, they do very well in it, you know, running. So I think you need somebody, you need a godfather like Vince McMahon, somebody who'll come to Russia and go, this is what I'm going to do.
Maybe we will try after that.
Yes.
Maybe not in the second, but maybe in the third generation we will.
Maybe so, yeah.
We bring him up.
Yeah.
Okay. So, do you think that wrestling can be like a passion of someone's life, apart from just making money, as from any profession?
Of course I do. Of course I do, because it's artistic. It's something artistic. It's something you have to train at, and so if you put a lot of work into it, you can respect yourself for wanting to be the best you can be.
Okay, and just another couple of more questions. And can you say any words to our local wrestling fan, whose number is still quite small, but why they maybe they shouldn't stick to their passion?
Well, I think it's like anything new. You know, wrestling could be new. This type of wrestling in this country, and it's you have to give it a chance and see. And once the way I did, and now when I turn the wrestling on, I enjoy watching it because I know how hard it is to do it.
Yeah, sure. Okay. And my last question, your character in the movie, has he died after the splash from the ring post, or did he just catch back his breath, recover while climbing, and then just made it to the end of the match?
That's why we did it that way, so you could think about it and ask that question.
Okay.
Okay.
So, and the potential girlfriend turned up to be a bitch.
Right.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Это было специальное интервью с Микки Рурком для нашего веб-сайта, для всех российских фанатов рестлинга. Thanks a lot.
You bet.